All right, what is going on, my dudes? We're back here today with another list. This one is on rank 5 6-star champions. Now, at the time of this upload, we're a little over 24 hours away from the summer sale. Now, historically speaking, with these sales, each one kind of seems to move the needle a little bit when it comes to the game's economy. Are we going to see rank 5s become extraordinarily common after the sale? Who knows? Only time will tell. Maybe people will get a bunch tomorrow, maybe people won't. But regardless, we're not taking that sale into account for this video. This is going to be just, in my opinion, the best champions to take to rank 5 per class. Now, you're going to see those 7 sprinkled throughout here, right? Obviously, you should know by now. Wow. Obviously, you should know by now. That's for champions that are in the 7-star pool or soon to be in the 7-star pool. Now, does that mean forget about that champion as a 6-star always, no matter what, they don't exist anymore? No, it doesn't mean that. But listen, here's the thing. Taking a champion from rank 4 to rank 5, it's very different from taking a champion up to rank 4. In my opinion, taking a 7-star pool champion to rank 4, do it. Don't even think about it. But when it comes to the rank 5, that's where things get a little interesting because the tier 6 class catalysts come into play along with the 3 tier 5 class catalysts, but also the 6 tier 6 basic and 6 tier 3 alpha. Those are very valuable resources. Now, putting 3 of those into a champion you can get as a 7-star, that's fine. But putting 6 of them on top of, more importantly, the 3 tier 6 class catalysts when you could have just saved that for the 7-star, it's just something to think about. Now, am I saying don't ever rank those champions? No, of course not. They're on the list for a reason. But if you're close to another 7-star, you're thinking maybe I'll wait till the Alliance Force season or the Battleground season to come in. I'm a little bit away. I can get one in 2 weeks. Maybe hold the rank up until then, see who you pull, and then pull the trigger, all right? Just something to think about. But with all that being said, let's start jumping into it today for the top options for skill. It shouldn't be surprising here. Kingpin, Zemo, and Fury. We've talked about these guys so much. All 3 of these champions, incredible dual-use champions. Super great on attack, super great on defense. Baron Zemo's got the prestige if you need the prestige. 7 stars are kind of coming in and messing with prestige if you play in the top alliances, but you know, he has the prestige, but yeah, one thing that's interesting now with the new Battleground scoring, for me personally, I found Kingpin to be a little bit slow, Zemo to be a little bit slow on attack in Battleground specifically, not so much in Alliance War, but in Battleground specifically, I found him to be a little bit slow on offense. But now it kind of seems like if it sticks, safety and efficiency and control over the fight is a little bit more important than speed if you set up your defender properly. So I'm very interested to see how that shakes up the meta, how it's going to shake up how I'm playing. I feel like it's going to put defenders like Atuma, Mephisto, Iceman, champions like that a little bit more in the limelight for defense, who are going to just chip you down a little bit, because ending a fight close to 100% health is going to be very, very important, it seems, for the new scoring. So just something to keep in mind all throughout. Moving on to great options, we have Valkyrie, Kate Bishop, Mole Man, Shang-Chi, and Stealthy, and of course, most importantly, your favorite champ. Always got to rank your favorite champ. That is the most important thing, especially if you're spending money on it. If you're completely free to play, right, and you only get, if you have 0 rank 5s, this is gonna be your first rank 5, right? You're I really just want the best champion, right? Who's gonna be the best one for me? Yeah, okay, then maybe take the list a little bit into account. But if you're wailing out on the summer sale and you got some rank 5s waiting, rank up your favorite champ, dude. You deserve it. All right, so Valkyrie. Valkyrie is just absolutely incredible. She is a very decent dual-use champion, but an incredible attacker. We've said that many times in the past, right? Very, very valuable. Always going to be relevant, in my opinion. Unstoppable is something that is never going away, and it's very, very important. Great utility. So Kate Bishop. Kate is very, very solid. She has fantastic damage over time, and the higher the rank, the higher the damage over time. And the way that her damage over time scales, it's going to scale very nicely nicely at rank 5. She's also very important here with the rank 5. A big thing with the rank 5 is the combat power rate increase. She's going to like that increased combat power rate because of how many specials you're going to be throwing, right? So especially in Battlegrounds or Alliance War or other content, right? When you're going in and you want to use your 2 special 1s or get to your special 2 faster, the increased combat power rate will be very nice for her. Up next, we have Mole Man, a champion who also benefits very nicely because he has lots of sources of damage over time as well with the bleeds, along with big crits that are going to be increased very noticeably with the extra rank. Mole Man, fantastic rank 5, someone who's definitely actually on my radar, but I don't think I'm going to be taking him to rank 5 anytime in the super near future. I have my eyes on somebody else in the skill class, but Mole Man is phenomenal. Up next, we have Shang-Chi. He's going to be a 7-star, though, in a few months in the Titan pool, right? Shang-Chi, great champion, has so much control over the fight, right? He can do a lot of phenomenal things, always going to be relevant as well. But yeah, just keep in mind, he is going to be a 7-star. We have Stealthy. Stealthy would absolutely slap at rank 5, dude. Those yellow numbers are going to be absolutely freaking enormous at rank 5, especially with the Scorpion synergy. Absolutely fantastic, man. He is, I know we were just saying speed is not the most important thing in Battlegrounds possibly going forward, but he's so fast in Battlegrounds, it's unbelievable. All right, moving on. Crossbones, Mantis, Atuma, Moondragon, and Falcon. So 4 of these champions are going to be in the 7-star pool or already are in it, okay? Keep that in mind. Crossbones, however, right, really likes to be at a super duper high sig for that nice purification. So just keep that in mind, right? If you're thinking about doing the 7-star Crossbones or the 6-star one. Crossbones I have in debatable because while I value him a little bit higher than other champions and great options, even champions and top options, he's so ridiculous at rank 4 for the matchups you want to use him in. It almost feels like the rank 5 isn't entirely necessary. Like, I'm taking down rank 4 things in Battlegrounds in like 25 seconds. Like, what's it going to be, 20 seconds at rank 5? That might make a difference, but, he's just so good at rank 4. Mantis. Mantis is definitely worth the rank 5, but she is a 7-star, and she's one of those 7-stars where, like, I'd rather have the unduped 7-star. So that's, for me, that's why I put her in debatable. That's really the only reason why. It's because, like, it's just those champions, man. It's interesting now. It's interesting with 7-stars. Atuma is very, very good, man. Atuma is going to be one of the most valuable Battlegrounds champions, in my opinion, because as I've been saying for the past couple minutes now, it kind of seems like the defenders with the chip damage are going to be doing very great things in Battlegrounds, and he is one of the best for that. If you don't have an Atuma counter, you might not lose the fight, but you're going to lose health, and that's important. That's an important thing, with the scoring. And also, not to mention now that speed is not the most important thing all the time, Atuma taking a few extra seconds to ramp up in the fight, but staying topped up at 100% health, is going to be valuable. I feel like Atuma going forward is going to be a very great Battlegrounds champion. Moondragon. Moondragon's new, right? Most people don't have her, but she's absolutely incredible. She is such a great attacker. Doesn't really do anything on defense, though, keep that in mind, but super duper good on offense. Then we have Falcon. The only reason Falcon's on the list is because people were, like, rioting because he wasn't on the list in the past. So I put him on the list. So everyone likes to see Falcon on the list. I wouldn't do it, but if you really want to do it, go for it. Moving on to science. Top options: Scorpion, Spidey 2099, and Spot. Scorpion, just like pretty much unarguably the best science champ in the game. So good at rank 5, especially with the Asian Venom synergy. Absolutely incredible. So much utility, so much damage. Good for literally every single aspect of the entire game. Short content, medium content, long content. Doesn't really matter. Alliance War, Alliance Quest if you want. Battlegrounds. He's good in all of it. He's so good. Spidey 2099, amazing utility. Right? Some of the best passive power control in the entire game. Buff immune. Absolutely slaps at rank 5. He was my first rank 5, one of my top 3 favorite champions in the entire game. I have Spot. I moved Spot up the top options because Spot has just proven his worth over the past 3 months. He really has. He is going to be a 7-star, but, like we said in the rank 4 video, if you watched it, he's one of those champions where I'd rather have like a rank 5 Sig 200 over like a 7-star rank 2 unduped or even Sig 20. He doesn't need super duper high Sig, but if you're playing Spot, like maximizing his potential, you're going to want him to be at a high sig, man. You really are. And he's so good at a high sig, and he's totally worth the rank 5, man. He really is. He's so good. Moving on to great options. Quicksilver, Titania, Overseer, Mr. Negative, and Cassie Lang. So Quicksilver, fantastic dual-use champion. He's been in top options since he was released. He still has a very strong argument to be up there. He's good in most areas of the game. He's a great defender as well. He has great prestige. He's a fantastic champion. A lot of people don't like him because of his animations. If you don't like him because of his animations, that's literally okay. It's okay to not like popular champions. Titania. Titania is just so good. It's just so good, man. Like, honestly, I feel like she deserves to be in top options, man. Maybe next time she will be. Like, that's how good she really is. Coming from someone who has a 7-star rank 2, which is about a rank 5 equivalence, she's like unbelievable up there. So good. But the only thing holding her back again is that there is the 7-star, and I would highly recommend ranking the 7-star if you pull her. Overseer. Overseer is so good. Now, this is a situation where I prefer the 6-star over the 7-star right now because I can get him to a higher sig. He's so incredible, man. He's great, again, in most places. Not long-form content, really, but like Alliance War, Battlegrounds, questing, stuff like that. He's very good. Mr. Negative, very fantastic champion. He's going to be in that first Titan pool, but he's a really, really great champion, man. Definitely worth the rank 5, but just keep in mind that like an unduped 7-star Mr. Negative is going to be very, very good. Again, though, but like he's not even in the 7-star base pool yet. He's going to be in the Titan pool first, and then he's going to make his way to the base pool months after that. So at that point, tier 6 class Catalyst could be a lot more common. So don't really hold yourself back for that if you're a huge Negative fan. You know what I'm saying? We have Cassie Lang. Cassie is a great, great, great champion. I really am hoping I pull her tomorrow. But yeah, she's fantastic, man. She'll be a great rank 5. She's another champion who's going to benefit nicely from that increased combat power rate. She's not a 7-star right now, so she's super duper safe to rank up, and she's very valuable and very, very good. Moving on, we have Immortal Abomination, Thing, Captain America, Infinity War, Mr. Fantastic, and the Hulk. Now, real quick, the only reason the Hulk isn't debatable here is just because he's in that 7-star pool. He is ridiculous. He is ridiculous. Now, he's a champion who really wants that increased combat power rate, but the 7-stars kind of have that, and he doesn't need to be duped at all. So I would say hold out for the 7-star Hulk because he is absolutely phenomenal as a 7-star. But yeah, he's so good. If you're a huge Hulk fan, I'd say screw it, rank him up. Immortal Abomination, great champion. I feel like he's just countered by a lot of very powerful Poison champions nowadays, where he's not as valuable as a dual-use champion as he used to be, but he's still so good. Definitely worth a rank 5. He really shreds things even at rank 4. Rank 5 would be even better. Thing, again, you know, he's a great, great champion. He's always going to be relevant. The larger the Thing, the more of a wall he is on defense, the better defender he's going to be. That's what he is. He's a wall. You don't necessarily always need a specific Thing counter. If you have one, like Crossbones, it'll make your life easier, but you can fight him with other champions by counting to 15 and beating his specials, right? And the higher the rank, the more times you're going to have to do that. So yeah, Captain America Infinity War, great champion, probably would be absolutely fantastic at rank 5, to be honest. I wouldn't want to rank him over other champions on this list, but if you're a big Cap fan, he could be a great rank up. Mr. Fantastic, great champion, underrated champion, can do so many things, has so much utility, is a fantastic science champion, counters Mystic champions very well, very useful pre-fights, a great support champion as well. All around, a great champ, a very, very decent rank 5 option. Moving on to Mystic, Rintrah, Dr. Doom, Tigra. Rintrah, one of the best dual-use champions in the entire game. We all know how good he is by now. Dr. Doom, we all know how good Dr. Doom is by now. And we all know how much of a freaking cheat code Tigra is by now, right? Yeah, she's absolutely insane. Dr. Doom is insane. Rintrah is insane. You can't go wrong. If you're not a great Tigra player, though, don't rank 5 Tigra. Be honest. Be honest. Moving on to great options. Absorbing Man. Absorbing Man certainly has an option, an argument for top options without a doubt. He is very, very, very good, both offense and defense. He's absolutely incredible. If there were 4 spots in top options, I'd put him right there. He's very, very good, man. He's so good, so useful for Alliance War, for Battlegrounds, for questing. More so in his targeted matchups, though. That's one thing, is that he's So he's an interesting champion where he's kind of like busted OP against like Annihilus, Null, Arcus, Howard the Duck. Funny enough, Eat It Heavy. It's really funny. Those champions, right? Angela, but he's like what I would consider to be a very good champion against, let's just say, Nick Fury. I don't know, Nick. That first one that came to my mind, right? Or Mole Man, or actually probably be pretty decent against Mole Man because the unstoppable mechanic. Regardless, you get what I'm saying, right? He's still a very good champion against them, but when he can't take advantage of the immunities, can't take advantage of buffs expiring, he's not busted OP, which is a good thing though, because new champions shouldn't be busted OP, because if every champion's busted OP, then the game is stupid. Alright, Diablo, speaking of busted OP, this guy is like pretty much immortal. At rank 5, he's going to be super duper immortal. This guy is so good, has incredible poison damage, and he's so sustainable. If you run the Suicide Masteries, it's going to be hard to die with Diablo. Mojo is insane. Rank 4 6200 Mojo is absolutely ridiculous. I can only imagine how insane a rank 5 is going to be, especially in like a questing format where like you're ramped up at the start of the fight after 4 fights. Probably absolutely insane, man. He's just so good. The Hood, speaking of champions who are just so good, the Hood is just so good, man. Doesn't really do anything at all on defense, neither does Diablo. Mojo definitely does, but the Hood is just so good on offense. He's very versatile, and again, back to the Battleground scoring change. The Hood very often finishes tough fights at 100% health, taking a little bit longer than other champions, right? But now that the sustainability seems to be just as, if not more important than the speed, right? Preferably you want both, right? But if you can only pick one, finishing at like 50% health fast or finishing at 100% health a little slow, I think the 100% health is a little bit more valuable currently with the new scoring system. So the Hood can kind of have a resurgence of Battlegrounds, man. Black Widow Clairvoyant, great champion, right? Obviously, she does so much. She's got the triple immunity, she's got the utility, got okay enough damage, decent-ish with suicides, but yeah, great champion. Could be a great rank 5. She'll love that combat power rate increase as well. Moving on to debatable. We got Wiccan, Sigil Witch, and Juggernaut. So Wiccan is down in debatable because pretty much the 7-star thing, man. You know, it's like when it comes to neutralized champions, right? That's like his big thing. But you got like, you know, Rintrah and Tiger who are neutralized champions who just kind of like do it a little bit better in the matchups that you want to use them in. Of course, you have like, you know, Gore and Hulkling where he's going to be so good on, but he's just like totally fine at rank 4 for those. And then there were matchups like Arcus and Null where Wiccan used to be like the best for, but now Absorbing Man exists and he's kind of the best for that now. You know, so that's why he's debatable, because of the 7-star thing, because Absorbing Man took all of his matchups. He's great at rank 4. Rank 4 is still a very usable rank, you know? Yeah, Sigil Witch, if you're a big Witch fan, she could be good. Juggernaut, absolute nuke. I feel like he's totally fine at rank 4, plus he's coming as a 7-star, does not need to be awakened, but he could be a great rank 5. Moving on to Cosmic. We have Hercules, Hulkling, and Gallant. I think we can move on to great options. We have Adam Warlock, Null, Cersei, Hyperion, and Cosmic Ghost Rider. I feel like Adam Warlock has a pretty darn strong argument for moving up the top options as well. Keep in mind though, his balancing information is coming out in a couple of months. I know most people don't even have him right now anyway, so you know, I'm just saying, if you opened a bunch of Cavalier crystals for him and you got him, just be wary of that. You know, take him to rank 4, who freaking cares? But before you do the rank 5, just keep in mind, who knows? He might get tuned down. Who knows? He might get buffed. It might turn out that no one can use him, and he's just like not operating properly. And then they're like, hey, we should probably buff him a little bit. You never know. You never know what can happen. There's like almost a 0% chance he gets buffed. But I never imagined future Ant-Man would be getting buffed, and look what's happening there, right? You never know. Null's coming as a 7-star, right? But he's still absolutely insane as a 6-star, could be a great rank 5. He's a champion, again, who's going to love that combat power rate increase, right? But also, I think rank 4 is okay enough for Noel right now, especially since he's coming as a 7-star. He's going to be a wicked 7-star to get. Cersei, talk about a champion who's going to love that combat power rate increase. She's going to love it. She's also going to love the rank 5 in general because she has all of those fury buffs that are going to be increased in potency, each one with the rank. And when you stack them all up, it's going to be a very noticeable difference for Cersei, and she's going to be a lot more potent on defense as well. Hyperion, everything I just said about Cersei, copy and paste it over to Hyperion. They have interestingly similar kits in a way, with the fury and the passive power kind of, and the defensive potential, while also being better on offense at a higher rank. Yeah. Cosmic Ghost Rider, again, the combat power rate. That's a big thing with the rank, guys. It's the combat power rate for a lot of these champions, right? Cosmic Ghost Rider definitely doesn't need the rank 5, but if you're a huge CGR fan, the special 2 is enormous at rank 4. It's going to be even bigger at rank 5. Moving on to debatable, King Groot. All those furies, just like Cersei and Hyperion, each one gets increased, right, with the extra rank. So when you stack on those furies, yeah, man, he's going to get a nice noticeable difference at rank 5. Plus, he's pretty much immortal at rank 4. He's going to be even more immortal at rank 5. Gore. Gore is a great champ, man. He really is very, very good. He is in the 7-star pool, right? But yeah, again, combat power rate increase, he's going to like that quite a bit. He's also going to like the rank increase because he has so many damage over time effects that are all going to tick higher and higher and higher, right, as he stacks them up, which is really, really great. So yeah, he could be a very solid dual-use rank 5 champion. Just keep in mind the 7-star Gore. Then you have Corvus. Corvus is down debatable because I wouldn't want to rank 5 him over the other options, but like, dude, if you're like super duper focused on like Alliance 4, if that's your main thing, and you use Corvus a lot, rank 5 Corvus is going to be one of the best Alliance 4 attackers as long as you can get at least one mission on the map, man. So yeah, Corvus is really always going to be relevant until like 7-star rank 4, rank 5 become a thing, and there's no 7-star Corvus, and then he's just completely outmatched in those smaller health pools, but that's a long ways away. That's red. Let's make it black. There we go. Nimrod, future Ant-Man, jumping off the top options, and Ghost. We don't gotta talk about Nimrod and Ghost. Nimrod, unbelievable, right? Just like so good. Ghost, one of the best champions in the entire game. Busted, broken champion. Future Ant-Man is so good both offensively and defensively, is incredibly potent both ways, and holy crap, he's getting buffed. Why? I didn't think he needed it, but apparently his glancing never worked, so now it's gonna work, which is crazy, right? So yeah, he's gonna be even tankier on offense, even more annoying on defense. Very valuable champion, man. He's very, very, very good, can do a lot of things. Moving on, Shuri, buffed Shuri. Oh my goodness gracious, she's so good. She's so good, man. So one thing about Shuri is that with her buff, she became a lot faster in Battlegrounds, right? So she was already competing with where you have to go fast, but she is so unbelievably tanky and sustainable that more often than not, I end my Battlegrounds fights at 100% health with her because she has the perfect block like crazy. So she's gotta be one of the best Battlegrounds champions now, man, because she also has defensive use as well. Shuri and Atuma may have been like the best buff month since it was Kingpin and Mole Man, which was a very long time ago. But yeah, just an incredible buff, man, for both those champions. Penny Parker, so good, great two-way champion. And Infamous Iron Man, great two-way champion, right? I feel like both of these champions could be okay enough at rank 4 though for what you want to use them for, right? The thing with Penny Parker is that her defensive prowess kind of has been diminished over the past year or so, because in the past like year we've gotten Hulkling, we've gotten Gallon, we've gotten Adam Warlock, right? All these champions just counter her really well, so it's just one thing to keep in mind there, you know. But Infamous Iron Man can be a really great rank 5. He's gonna love the increased combat power rate for sure, but he's usually more so used against like mutant champions, right, where he just completely nukes them down, more especially like Bishop. He's the best Bishop counter out there. I think Infamous Iron Man, love the champion, great champion, good enough at rank 4 for now. He does have the highest prestige in the game though, if that means anything to you. All right, Up next, we have Warlock. Warlock is super duper good, man. Always going to be relevant, right? Great utility. He is coming to the 7-star pool. Keep that in mind, right? But yeah, Warlock is an absolutely fantastic rank 5. Somebody in my battle group has one. We use him in Alliance for all the time. He is incredible at rank 5. Lady Deathstrike, the newest champion of the game. If you happen to get her, if you want to grind for her in Arena, she could be a great rank 5. She is a fantastic champion, super duper underrated already, don't know why. Moving on, we have Ultron, Omega Sentinel, Howard the God, Starkey, Guardian, and Shocker. So Ultron, man, Ultron I think would be a great rank 5. I feel like I've said that about every champion so far, and that's why they're on the list. But yeah, Ultron could be a great rank 5, lots of utility, right? The increased combat power rate is going to be very nice for him, right? So you can chain those special 2s and everything, chain the special 1, Stunlock with a Relic. Yeah, lots of great things Ultron can do. Omega Sentinel, great champ. You know, not my favorite champ, but she could be a very solid rank 5. The increased damage over time on the incinerates with the plasma could be really nice for her. Howard the freaking God. Like we were saying for Cersei and Hyperion, right? They have like 8 Furies. Howard's got 50. Every rank on Howard is going to be very noticeable because he has a lot of attack modifiers, a lot of them. So he's going to be a very noticeable rank between rank 3, rank 4, rank 5. Stark Spidey is a great champion, dude. A rank 5 Starkey is going to slap pretty hard, man. He really is. Guardian's a great champ. Coming to the 7-star Titan pool, it's not really going to matter. You want him at Sig 200. You put the Hulkbuster relic on him, he's pretty freaking insane with it, man. So yeah, Guardian, great champ, could be a great rank 5 option. Shocker. Now, Shocker's indebatable. He's a phenomenal champion. One thing to keep in mind as the game progresses, right? 7-star rank 2, rank 3 become common. We're not even close to 7-star rank 3, but just keep in mind if you're watching this in the future, that there's no 7-star Shocker, right? A 6-star rank 5 Shocker is going to be punching up against those 7 stars, not going to be as potent, okay? Because he really relies on like that heavy attack killing. Yeah, just keep that in mind. He's a great champion, a great Battlegrounds champion, a great war champion. He can be good for long-form content if you play him in a certain way. Go check out Metal Sonic Dude's channel if you'd like to see that. Just keep it in mind. That's why he's indebatable. Moving on to Mutant. This hasn't changed in like almost 2 years, maybe more. I don't even know. When was Kitty Pride released? Apocalypse, Kitty, Omega Red. Moving on. Danny Moonstar coming into great options. She certainly has an argument for top options. She's very good. She's just super duper new, right? But yeah, she's very, very solid, man. She is going to be in that first Titan pool, keep in mind. But if you happen to grab her from Arena, if you got lucky from Paragon Crystals, man, she could be a fantastic rank 5. Not even to mention she has the top 5 prestige. Very, very great champion. Bishop is a 7-star, of course. Domino is a 7-star, of course. But for both of them, I'd personally rather have a Sig 200, you know? Now, would I rank 5 them knowing they're going to be 7 stars? I don't know, man. That's a personal decision. Personally, I don't think I would. But just keep that in mind if you're a big fan of either champion. Having them maxed out at Sig 200 is going to be a little bit more valuable defensively, in my opinion. Toad, great champion, underrated champion, super duper solid, could be an amazing rank 5. It's going to benefit very, very highly from the increased combat power rate for sure. Professor X, great champion, man. Just kind of like the Furies, right? Every single Fury is going to be noticeable. Every prowess is going to be noticeable as well, right? Because his special attack damage is going to be increased with the additional rank, right? And then the increased prowess is going to be doing the same. Yeah, so he's going to be a very solid rank 5. Also, we'll like the increased combat power rate to get to that special 3. All right. Weapon X and Iceman down in debatable. So Iceman, like we were saying, I feel like he's going to be very valuable for Battlegrounds defense. Also could be very decent on attack as well. Very safe and reliable champion and very sustainable as well. Then Weapon X, man. Weapon X is an absolute force to be reckoned with. He's a lot of fun to play as well if you happen to have one. If you're a big fan of the champion, you can totally take him to rank 5 and it would be a great thing to do. Speaking of Weapon X, Jessica Jones also has a great argument to be on the list. The only reason why she's not is because she's currently super duper paywalled. Just keep that in mind. That's the only reason why she's not on the list. In the future, she will be, but just giving it a little bit of time. All right. So this is the rank 5 list, man. I'm feeling pretty darn good about it. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite flavor of birthday cake is. Not regular cake. It specifically has to be this is very specific. Because there's a difference. There's a big difference. Okay? A big difference. Let me know what your favorite flavor of birthday cake is in the comment section below. And yeah, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a big crystal opening tomorrow. Or if you're watching this way in the future, hey, hit the subscribe button for something else coming soon. I'll be seeing you around, man.